Friends, welcome back. Ready for some math? So we're on lesson 6. Lesson 6. Let's go get started on lesson 6. Okay, lesson 6. I can use dimes and pennies to represent tens and ones. Now guys, I don't have any dimes and pennies. I thought I had some. I even had some big ones yesterday. Now I can't find them anywhere. And I looked in my wallet. I have no dimes or pennies. Probably have a ton in my car, but that's okay. Now, if you guys have some dimes and pennies at home, you can get some dimes and pennies. You get pennies. And if you can find 5 dimes, let's do 5 dimes. I don't think we'll need more than 5. So let's do 10 pennies and 5 dimes if you have them in your house. If you don't, it's perfectly fine. We're going to follow along with Miss Curry today, and she's going to show us what we need. Now, you're also going to see us use linking cubes. Again, if you don't have them, it's okay. It's all right. Okay, just follow us along on the video. What you do need is a whiteboard. Okay, make sure you have your whiteboard. All right, so I can use dimes and pennies to represent tens and ones. So let's look and see what we're doing today. Scrolling through, scrolling through, scrolling through. Ooh, quick tens. We know how to do quick tens. All right, so let's look at our application problem today. I'm gonna put my detective hat on today. Here we go. Make it. All right, Detective Ray. She knows that she needs to read the entire problem, because if we don't read the entire problem, we don't know how to solve it. Okay, so let's read. Sheila has 3 bags with 10 pretzels in each bag and 9 extra pretzels, excuse me. She gives 1 bag to a friend. How many pretzels does she have now? All right, guys, I'm going to actually share my screen so you can see my board, because I'd like to draw this out while you guys are watching. I want you to follow along with me, okay? So let's do this. And if you give me a second, I need to do something real quick so I can see our problem set. Here we go. Okay. So let's move that up. Hold on, guys. Okay, I think I got it fixed. All right, so let's go back and read it again. Sheila has 3 bags with 10 pretzels in each bag and 9 extra pretzels. She gives 1 bag to a friend. How many pretzels does she have now? Okay, so this is what we have to solve. How many pretzels does she have now? Okay, so let's go back and look for clues. Sheila has 3 bags with 10 pretzels in each bag. That's a clue. Now remember, anytime we're grouping it in a bag or a box, that's a group of 10. Let's look. I have 3 bags. I'm going to kind of make a little bag like that. 2, 3. And we have 10 in each box. So I'm going to put a 10. 10. I'm sorry, 10 in each bag. Now, let's keep reading for some clues. Sheila has 9 extra pretzels. So we know they're not going to be in the bag. So there's 9. So I'm going to draw 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's my 9. She gives 1 bag to a friend. What do we need to do if she's giving a bag to a friend? I'm going to exit out because it's going away. So I'm going to say goodbye bag of 10 because she gave a whole bag. How many pretzels does she have now? So let's look at how we can solve this. Now, I know that one of these bags is gone. So let's count. Ready? 10, 20. I know I have 2 bags of 10 and I had 9 extra. So 9 ones, 2 10s, 9 ones make 29. So how many pretzels did she have? She had 29 pretzels. I think I spelled that wrong. I'm not sure. Let's look. It should be E-L, not L-E. My bad. pretzels. Period. All right, so did we solve our question? How many pretzels does she have now? Yes, yes, we did. Now, did we draw it out to show our thinking? Yeah. So, detectives, guess what? Our case is closed. So, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Our case is closed. We can take our detective hats off. We can erase our boards. And we can get ready for our video lesson with Miss Curry today. Now, as I said, if you have dimes and pennies that you can get and use today's lesson, by all means, grab them. We need 10 pennies and about 5 dimes. If you don't have it, that's perfectly fine. You can follow along in our video. Please make sure you have a whiteboard or something to write on, okay? So let's get ready. All right, friends, here we go.
Hi friends, it's Mrs. Curry.
Hi, Miss
Today
Curry.
we are going to use dimes and pennies to better understand tens and ones. For this lesson, you will need 4 dimes and 10 pennies, as well as this template on the screen. If you don't
Okay, now the template is in Google Classroom where your assignments are. If you have access to a printer, you can print it out. If not, we're going to do it the same way we did our last lesson where we made tens and ones. So let's look at that real quick. So if you have to draw this out, just do it the same exact way we did it yesterday. Okay, it's like this. This one can be dimes, pennies. This one would be tens. This one is ones. Okay, so if you don't have access to print that out, that's totally fine. Just draw it out on your board. If you need more time to write that out, push pause and then join us in a minute, okay? Not, let's go back to Miss Curry and let's keep going.
don't have these things, that's okay. I'll show you how to improvise along the way. That just means use what you have, your whiteboard and the coin bank that I'll have on the screen. Push pause now to gather your materials. How many ones or individual cubes are in a 10 stick?
We know that there are 10 ones in a 10 stick.
10 ones, very good. What is the same or different about these two groups of cubes?
So this one is a 10. This is a, and these are all ones.
They are different because one of them is a 10 and the other is 10 ones. They are worth the same amount. They have the same value because they are both made up of 10 cubes. How many pennies have the same value as 1 dime?
10 pennies.
10 pennies. Way to go. What is the same or different about these two groups of coins?
So they're both 10, but this one is 1 dime and this one is 10 pennies.
A dime is 10 cents and 10 pennies is 10 cents. The dime is made from just 1 coin and the 10 pennies are 10 coins. These are great observations. So a 10 stick has the value of 10 cubes and a dime has the value of
10 pennies.
10 pennies. I can take a 10 stick and break it into 10 individual cubes. Can I do the same thing with a dime?
No.
No, a dime is just 1 coin. That's another difference. A 10 stick is made up of 10 ones. We know that because, well, we can see them. The dime has the same value as 10 pennies, but there aren't any pennies hiding inside it. But it still has the same value. There's that word again. Value means how much something is worth. Can you say value?
Value.
And what does it mean?
How much something's worth.
Excellent job. How many tens and ones are there?
There's 1 10 and 3 ones.
1 10, 3 ones. How can we use coins to show the same number? Well, 13 pennies would work, but we only have 10 pennies. Push pause now and show how many of each coin you'll need. If you don't have coins, you can point to the coin bank or just draw them.
I'm going to pause and I'm going to draw. So let's share my screen here. So if I'm going to draw a quick 10 and 1 to show we had 1 10 and 3 ones. Now, how can I show that with dimes and pennies? I can use 1 dime and 3 pennies. 1, 2, 3. Dime, 3 pennies. Let's see if Miss Curry agrees. Might help if I hit play.
Well, what did you come up with?
Remember, we had 1 dime and 3 pennies.
We could use 1 dime for 1 10 and 3 pennies for 3 ones. Great idea. A dime is like showing a 10 stick for 1 10. Give yourself a whoop whoop. You're off to a great start. How many dimes do you see?
I see 1, 2, 3.
3 dimes. How many pennies?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
9
6,
pennies.
7, 8, 9.
That's like how many tens?
3
And
tens
how many ones?
and 9 ones.
3 tens, 9 ones. What is the value of 3 dimes, 9 pennies?
39 cents.
39 cents. Let's show the value of 39 cents by adding the dimes and pennies. 30 cents plus 9 cents equals 39 cents. Well done. And that's like 3 tens, 9 ones is the same as 30 plus 9. I love the connections we're making here between dimes and pennies and tens and ones. If you have coins, show me the same amount in front of you. If you don't have coins, you can draw them like this. 10, and put a circle around it. 1, and put a circle around it. And I have 5 of these. On your own, I would like you to add 1 more penny. Write how much you have in the place value chart for both the coins and the tens and ones.
Okay, so let's stop for a second and let's share my screen. So she wanted us to have 10 and 5 ones and then add 1 more. Okay, now we're going to fill in our dimes and pennies in our tens and ones chart. Okay, so I've drawn out my pennies, including the plus 1. So let's figure out how many dimes do I have? 1 dime. How many ones, or I'm sorry, that should say pennies. Let's fix that. My bad. Pennies. How many pennies do I have? Well, I knew I had 5, but added one more, that makes 6. So 1 dime and 6 pennies makes 16 cents. Now, how many 10s do I have? I have 1 10. How many ones do I have? I have 6 ones. So 1 10 plus 6 ones equals 16, and 10 cents plus 6 cents, go down here, equals 16 cents. So let's go back with Miss Curry. Maybe. There we go.
Push pause now.
I think our audio.
What is 1 more than 15?
We know that 1 more than 15 makes 16.
1 more than 15 is 16. Now, let's add 1 more dime to the pile.
Oh.
How will the place value chart change?
Mm.
Push pause now to do the work.
Okay, so let's look if we add a dime. So I'm going to erase this down here. So if we add one more dime, and I'm going to put it over here because I'm out of room. Whoops. So if I add another dime, I'm adding 10. So now I have how many dimes? 1, 2 dimes. I'm going to add a 10. It's 2 10s. So how does it change? We added 10 more. All right, let's see if we're right. Now we should have 26.
Now we have 2 dimes. Did our pennies change?
Nope.
No. How many 10s is it?
2 10s.
2 10s. And how many 1s?
Still 6.
Still 6 1s. Let's write the addition sentence for our coins using the value of the dimes and pennies. Write this with me. 20 cents plus 6 cents equals 26 cents. Nice work. Let's do one more. Erase your boards. Show or draw 31 cents using dimes and pennies.
Okay, so I'm going to pause our video real quick, and we're going to draw 31 cents. Now, if you have dimes and pennies at home that you're using, just show it with your 31 cents. Okay, so she said 31 cents. How many 10s am I going to use, or how many dimes? 3. So 1 dime, 2 dimes, 3 dimes, because the value of 3 dimes is 30 cents. And I need 1 penny to show the value of 1 cent. Now, how many dimes did I use? 3 dimes. How many pennies? 1 penny. How many 10s? 3 10s. How many 1s? 1 1.
Write how many dimes and pennies in the place value chart. Did you write 3 dimes, 1 penny?
Yes, we did.
Yes. That's like how many 10s?
3 10s.
3 10s. And how many 1s?
1 1.
1 1. Ooh, that's kind of funny when we say it like that. 1 1. What is 10 less than 31? Show what to do with your coins and then make the change in both place value charts. Push pause now to
Okay, so let's look at what we need to do if we take 10 away. So if we take 10 of these away, kind of like our application problem today, guys, where we had to give a bag away. So let's take 10 away. And now, do we still have 3 tens and 3 dimes? No. How many dimes do we have now? We only have 2. And how many tens do we have? Just 2. Because 31 minus 10 equals 21. So let's see. We're right.
Do your work.
We already paused it, didn't we?
Let's check and see how you did. 3 tens minus 1 10 equals 2 tens, and we still have 1 1. We could also say 3 dimes and 1 penny minus 1 dime would leave you with 2 dimes, 1 penny, which is equal to 21 cents. It is time now for the problem set. You have done fantastic. Your must-do problems are 2 through 5, 7, and 15 and 16. And now, because you've done such a fabulous job, I'm going to show you a coin trick, something I learned when I was right around your age. Are you ready? This is an ordinary penny. It's got heads on one side and tails on the other. Now, normally, if I put the penny in the palm of my hand, heads up, and I clap, what would we expect to see when I pull my hand away? Tails. And it is tails. However, when you show magic wiggly fingers like this, everyone do this. And then I clap my hands. What do you think will show? It's heads. Watch, I'll do it again in slow motion, just so you know there were no camera tricks. It went from heads to heads. I'll see you later, everybody.
Hi, Miss Curry. That was a pretty decent little camera trick, wasn't it? All right, guys, let's go. Whoop, I gotta get out of here somehow. It won't let me out. There we go. Having all kinds of trouble with that. All right, so let's look at our problem set. She said we're going to do 2 through 5, number 7, and 15 and 16. So let's look at number 1 and let's read the directions. Fill in the place value chart and the blanks. So we have 2 things we got to fill out, the place value chart and the blanks. So let's look. How many tens do I have? And remember, anytime you see a bundle or a bag or a box, it's always going to be 10, okay? You can sit there and count all of them all the time, but no, anytime you see a bundle like this or a bag like this or a box, there's always going to be 10 in it. So how many tens do I have? 1, 2. I have 2 tens. Do I have any ones? Do I have any carrots left over? Nope. So I have 0 today. So 20 is the same as or equal to how many tens? 2 tens. Okay. Now let's look at number 2 because it's a little bit different. We have a group of 10, some ones, fill in your place value chart. Then look down here. 14 is equal to how many tens and how many ones. Okay. This one, it says, is equal to 2 tens and 6 ones. So you got to give me the whole. Okay. So you're going to do 2 through 5 on that one. See, it's got pennies and dimes this time. Be careful. See these little teeny ones? These are dimes. These are pennies. Okay. These are dimes. These are pennies. Same down here. Oh, I only see pennies on that one. 7, same thing. Those are dimes. All right, so let's go back down here and look at 15 and 16. Now, guys, look, our directions change. Fill in the blank. Draw or cross off tens and ones as needed. So let's come down here and look at 13 and 14. 1 less than 24 is blank. What am I going to cross off? If I'm crossing off 1 less, a dime or a penny? I'm going to cross off a penny. Okay, then you got to tell me how many 10s and 1s are left. I have 2 10s and 3 1s. So 1 less than 24 is going to be 23. Oh, 23. Okay, you're going to do that down here. Be very careful. Okay, now once you finish, you can do your exit ticket and then turn them both into me. I'll grade them and I'll see you all on lesson 7. Bye-bye, friends.